She's across the room, curled on the arm of the couch, and she lifts her head and looks at you, not a hard stare, a soft one, and as you look back, her eyes slowly narrow and close. A long, lazy blink, like she's falling half asleep just from looking at you, and you smile back at her without even thinking about it. You have no idea what just happened, but she does. Because in the whole language of cats, that slow blink is about the biggest, most tender thing one cat can say to another. What if I told you that quiet little squint you barely notice a dozen times a day is your cat, in her own language, telling you she loves you, and that most people miss it entirely, or worse, look away right when she's saying it? Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking, come on, doctor. Mei, cats don't love us. They just tolerate us and wait for dinner. I have heard that my whole career, and as a veterinarian, I am here to gently tell you the science says otherwise. There is a real peer-reviewed study on that slow blink, and I'll tell you exactly what it found in just a moment. So here we are. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mei Chen, your neighborhood vet. And if your cat isn't a snuggly lap cat, if she doesn't curl up in your arms like the ones on the internet, drop the guilt at the door right now, because by the end of this, you'll see she has been saying, I love you, all along, just in a language nobody ever taught you to read. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, hit subscribe to join our pet parent community, and let me teach you how to hear it. Quick note, before we really get into it, I'm a veterinarian sharing general information to help you understand and enjoy your cat, but I'm not your cat's vet, and none of this is a diagnosis. Every cat is different. And here's the one honest bridge to health I'll make today. Then we'll get back to the warm stuff. If your cat suddenly stops doing the affectionate things she has always done, if a cuddly cat goes distant, or hides, or changes overnight, that can be a sign she's in pain or unwell, and that's a reason to see your own vet, not to worry alone. Change is the signal. Okay, now let's learn the language of love. But first, you have to understand one thing, because it's the key to everything else. A cat's love is not a dog's love. A dog will throw its whole body at you, tail going like a helicopter. No secrets, everything out loud. A cat is quieter. A cat says the biggest things in the smallest ways. A look, a lean, the tip of a tail where she chooses to sleep. It is a whisper, not a shout. And once you learn to hear the whisper, you will never feel unloved by your cat again. I promise you that. So, let me hand you the whole language, sign by sign, and I'll save the very best for last. And I'll show you how to say every one of them back. Let's start with the one most people miss, and it's the big one. Number 1, the slow blink. This is the cat kiss. When your cat looks at you and slowly narrows her eyes and gives you that lazy, drawn-out blink, she is telling you she feels completely safe with you. Think about what a blink really is for a prey and predator animal. Closing your eyes, even for a second, means you cannot watch for danger. So when your cat deliberately closes her eyes in your direction, she is saying, I trust you enough to stop watching the world for a moment. That's not a small thing. That's everything. And this isn't just a nice story. In 2020, a team of researchers led by Tasman Humphrey and Leanne Proops published a study in the journal Scientific Reports on exactly this. They found that when owners slow blinked at their cats, the cats were more likely to slow blink back. And in a second experiment, when a stranger slow blinked, the cats were more likely to then approach that person. Their conclusion was that the slow blink works as a form of positive emotional communication between cats and people. So here is your homework, and it's the sweetest homework I'll ever give you. Look at your cat softly and let your own eyes go half closed, slow and gentle, and hold it. 9 times out of 10, if she's relaxed, she'll blink right back. You just told your cat you love her in her language, and she answered. Try it tonight. Later, I'll give you the rest of the signals and exactly how to answer each one. But that first blink back is the one that makes grown adults cry, and I want you to have it today. Now, before the rest, I need to give you something, because I don't want anyone watching this to feel a pang of guilt. If your cat isn't a cuddler, If she doesn't sleep on your chest, if she won't be picked up, she is not rejecting you. Please hear me. Cats love on their own terms, the way their nature built them. And a cat who sits 3 feet away watching you all evening is loving you just as hard as one draped over your shoulder. Some cats are toucher, some are watchers. Neither loves you less. Drop the guilt. She's telling you all the time. You just have to know where to look. So, let's keep going. Number 2. How the tail. Watch how she carries her tail when she walks toward you. If it's straight up in the air, tall like a little flagpole, often with a soft curl or a happy quiver at the very tip, that is one of the friendliest things a cat can show you. Behavior researchers who study cats call it the tail up, and it is the single most documented friendly greeting in the whole cat repertoire. Kittens do it to their mothers. Cats do it to the friends they trust. When your cat trots across the kitchen to meet you with that tail held high and quivering, she isn't just walking over, she is greeting you with open arms. Say it back with your voice, a soft, warm hello, her name, the tone you'd use for someone you're glad to see. She reads your warmth even when she can't read your words. Number 3. The headbutt. Oh, I love this one. When your cat presses the top of her head or her cheek against you and rubs, vets call it bunting. She is doing something far sweeter than it looks. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, their chin, their forehead, at the base of their ears. When she rubs those spots on you, she is depositing her own scent. She is marking you. And in cat, being marked means you belong to her. You have been folded into the family. To a cat, the smell of home, the smell of safe, is a shared scent, and she is quite literally making you smell like family. So the next time she bonks her forehead into your hand or drags her cheek along your leg, understand what she's saying. She's saying, this one is mine, this one is safe, this one is home. You can gently return it, offer a slow knuckle for her to rub against, or scratch those very cheeks and the base of her ears where her scent glands are. You're speaking her dialect. Take a breath, because this next one might be my favorite. Number 4, the kneading. You know the one. She climbs onto your lap or a soft blanket and starts pushing in and out with her front paws, slow and rhythmic, sometimes with a dreamy look and a purr, sometimes ouch with the claws. This is called kneading, and where it comes from will melt you. Kittens knead their mother's belly while nursing to help the milk flow. It's one of the very first things a cat ever does, wrapped up with warmth and milk and safety and mother. And many cats carry that motion their whole lives, and they bring it out when they feel that same deep contentment. So when your grown cat kneads on your lap, some part of her feels, with you, the way she felt as a tiny kitten with her mother. Warm, safe, home. That is one of the highest compliments in the animal world. If the claws are a bit much, don't shove her off and make it a bad thing. Just slip a soft folded blanket onto your lap for her to work on. Let her have her moment. She's telling you you're her mother, her safe place, her home. Number 5, the gifts. This one confuses people, so let me clear it up. Your cat drops a toy at your feet, or noses it into your slipper, or if she goes outside, brings you something a great deal less charming, and lays it down and looks up at you, waiting. I know a dead thing on the doormat is not the love letter you'd have chosen, but that's exactly what it is. Bringing prey, real or a toy, and presenting it to you is a social gift. Now, I'll be honest, because there are a few ideas about why cats do this, and we can't read her mind. Some behaviorists think she may be sharing food with her family. Some think she's bringing her catch back to the safe den. Some that she's simply including you in the hunt. What every one of those has in common is you. You're the family, you're the den. So when she brings you the mouse, or the crumpled bottle cap she's decided is treasure, don't scold her. Tell her thank you. Make a warm fuss and quietly deal with it later. She just shared her whole world with you. Now, number 6 is where a lot of cats do their loudest loving, and it's so quiet you might have missed it for years. It's where she chooses to sleep. A cat in sleep is a cat at her most defenseless. She can't watch, she can't run, she's completely vulnerable. So a cat will only truly sleep where she feels absolutely safe. If your cat sleeps on you, against you, on the pillow by your head, curled behind your knees, or even just picks the chair right next to yours instead of the empty room down the hall, she is handing you her safety. She is saying you are the safest place she knows in this entire world. Let me say that again, because I think people rush past it. Out of every warm spot in your home, she picked you. There is no higher trust a cat can give. You don't have to do a thing to answer this one except let her stay and maybe lower your voice and feel a little honored, because you should. Number 7, she grooms you. She licks your hand, your hair, your arm, with that funny little sandpaper tongue, sometimes nibbling gently. In the cat world, this is called allogrooming. Social grooming in cats do not hand it out to just anyone. Cats groom the members of their own inner circle, the ones they're bonded to, as a way of caring for them and cementing the bond. It's tied up with trust and belonging. So when your cat grooms you, she isn't telling you your hair's a mess. She is treating you exactly the way she'd treat a beloved fellow cat she considers family. You can't lick her back, and please don't try. But a slow, gentle scratch along her cheeks and chin, the spots she can't easily reach herself, is your version of grooming her back. That's the trade. She grooms you, you groom her, and the bond gets stronger both ways. And here are a couple of the smaller ones, woven in, because they count too. Number 8, the trill or the chirp. Not a meow, that rolling, upward little burp she makes when she trots over or hops up beside you. Mother cats use it with their kittens, and cats keep using it with their favorite humans. It's a warm, happy hello reserved for the ones they're glad to see. When she trills at you, trill something back, a soft, high, pleased little sound. You'll be amazed how often she answers. And number 9, she follows you. Room to room, into the kitchen, waiting outside the bathroom door like a small furry supervisor. People joke that it's just about food, and sometimes, sure, it's a little about food. But a cat who chooses to be wherever you are, over and over all day, is a cat who simply wants to be near you. Presence is affection in cat. She's keeping her person in sight. Now, let me tell you where I really learned to hear all of this, because it wasn't from a textbook. When I was a girl, my grandfather, I called him Gong Gong, took in a barn cat that was half wild, a lean gray thing that wouldn't let a soul near her. Everyone said she'd never tame, and Gong Gong never chased her, never grabbed at her, never forced a single thing. He just sat out on the step every evening, quiet, and now and then he'd look at her and give this slow, easy blink and look away again. Weeks of that, and one evening that wary gray cat walked across the whole yard, climbed right up into his lap, and went to sleep. She chose him. And I remember Gong Gong looking down at her and saying, so softly, a cat's love is a quiet language. You have to learn to hear it, because she will never shout it. I have carried that my whole life. She will never shout it. So we learn to hear the whisper. Now, I promised you honesty, and I owe you 2 beats of it before we finish, because loving your cat well means reading her right, not just reading her sweetly. Here's the first one, and I want you to really hear it. When your cat flops over on her side or her back and shows you her belly, that soft, furry belly rolling in the sunbeam, she is showing you enormous trust. The belly is the most vulnerable part of her whole body, and exposing it near you means she feels safe. So far, so lovely. But here's where so many of us get it wrong, and I'll be the first to raise my hand. For years, I thought a shown belly meant rub my tummy the way it does with a dog. I'd reach right in for that fluffy belly and get an armful of teeth and back claws for my trouble. I had it completely backwards. For a lot of cats, that exposed belly is a display of trust, not an invitation to touch. Reach in, and her instinct grabs your hand with all 4 paws, and the back feet start kicking. She's not being mean. You just triggered a reflex in the softest, most defended part of her. So take the belly as the compliment. It is, I trust you this much. And unless you know for certain your particular cat adores a belly rub, answer it with a gentle chin or cheek scratch instead. Trust received, teeth avoided. And here is the second honest beat. the important one, the one that ties back to the health note I made at the start. These signals matter most when they change. A cat who has always slow blinked and head butted and slept on your feet, who suddenly stops, who goes quiet, who hides, who won't be touched, who pulls away from the family she used to seek out. That cat may not have fallen out of love with you. She may be telling you something is wrong. Cats hide pain and illness better than almost any animal on earth, and very often a sudden retreat from affection is one of the earliest, quietest whispers that she doesn't feel well. So please learn her love language when she's healthy precisely so you'll notice the day it changes. If a warm cat goes cold, seemingly overnight, that's not a behavior problem to wait out. That's a conversation with your own vet soon. Reading her love is also how you protect her life. So let's bring it home. Take a picture of this screen, because here's the whole language in one place. The slow blink is the cat kiss, the number one most people miss, and you can blink it right back. The tail held straight up and quivering is her open-armed hello. The headbutt and cheek rub is her marking you as family, as safe, as home. The kneading is the kitten in her telling you you're her mother and her safe place. The gifts are her sharing her whole world with you. Where she chooses to sleep is the safety she's handing you out of the whole house. She picked you. Grooming you is the care she saves for her inner circle. The trill is the hello she keeps for her favorites, and following you room to room is presence, which in cat is love. And the belly is trust, trust. Remember, not always an invitation. That's the language. That's how a cat says, I love you. She's been saying it all along. Next time, I'm going to do the other side of this, the quiet signs that your cat is stressed or unhappy, the ones that are just as easy to miss, so you can catch when she needs comfort. It's the natural next step after today, because once you can hear her love, you'll want to hear the rest of her too. Remember, you don't have to be the perfect pet parent. You just have to care enough to learn, and you so clearly do, or you wouldn't have sat here learning your cat's whole secret language with me. Give your best friend a scratch behind the ears for me, and try that slow blink tonight, because the best medicine was never the most expensive. It's the love you already give them every single day. I'm Dr. Mei Chen. I'll see you next time.